most of my life, I have been trying to measure up. I wanted to be okay with everybody, and I don't know how that got so important to me, but it was. It was really, really important to me. And so, when I couldn't, which was most days, I just got really anxious, and I worried, as if worrying was going to help it. So much so that eventually I made myself sick. I wanted to please everybody around me more than I wanted to please God, and it put me in this place inside of this war, this tension, and yet outside I was smiling and leading and teaching and talking about God as if everything was okay. We've got to start with this safe place. We've got to start with this place of confidence that we can come into this study, into these groups of women, and actually bare our soul a little. And not for the sake of bearing our soul, but because there's life in that. There's freedom in that. There is. And we need to find God in those places. And as long as we're pretending and hiding, we're missing God. He can't touch that space. He could. See, I think a lot of us feel ashamed. We know we're messes, and so we try to cover it up. We try to pretend we're okay. And so we start with this safe place. We have to go start with forgiveness and grace. In Romans 5, God tells us that when we were still weak, He sent Christ to die for us. He sent Christ to die for the ungodly, the imperfect, the messes. We start there. We start with grace. We can walk up to each other and be imperfect. We can walk up to God and be imperfect because of what Jesus did on a cross. Because of 2,000 years ago when He died and said, this is for you, so that you won't have to die, that you believe in me. If you trust in me, I will forgive your sins. I will be the way that you come to God, that you come to each other imperfectly.